Okay, there's no action at the moment. Oh God. Went off again? Sorry, guys. It's like, if I could show you, I have nothing going on my end. I just go, I don't know if like I never have trouble on here. Maybe if I go to, oh, I can't change that. Okay. Yeah, weird. Maybe I could go to, it's like not doing any issues on my side, so it's weird. Lower to see what the hell, I don't know. Oh, I think it's reconnecting, or is it fine in Facebook? I don't know. Let me see. Streaming now. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. So Tay, I was saying, hi Scooby, how you doing? I was saying on the oh my goodness. I'd have to just go on TikTok today. Just having issues today. I only have 30 minutes left. I have to go 5 o'clock. How you doing, Scooby? Heather? Bring on. Okay. Okay, Heather, sure. I think a lot of people are really dropping off. It's like, it keeps on buffering like crazy on other channels. Okay. Everything dropped. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. Keeps on doing that. Yeah. I don't know. Like Spirit's like, you. Like, I gotta limit myself maybe lately. Maybe. Where's Facebook? Oh, that's where I'm having issues. Okay. I get Facebook back up. Sorry, guys. Okay. Here we are. I think it restarted everything, huh? I have so many different. Okay. There we go. Sure, love, we can do it. All right. So I feel like you've been asking questions and wanting them around you, and they have been. It's just like not wanting to, don't bring your head into it, Tay. And I'm sorry if the feed went out and I can only send this to you later. Yeah, everything dropped. So and then I'm feeling that, and I feel like I don't know why with your dad, I feel like there's something about vegetables. I don't know if he grew his own. It's what makes me feel like, I feel like he's got a whole basket full of different vegetables inside his, like, inside a basket for some reason I'm seeing. I don't know why I'm feeling that. I'm seeing that. What I'm getting from is that he like grew them himself. Oh, okay. And then I also feel like, yeah, I'm back again. Yeah, I stopped. The only thing I said, Tay, was like, I feel like you had those messages from both of them, and then the logical mind can really like step in and kind of telling you to eat veggies. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it just seems like he's like got this whole like he's bringing them to you. I don't know. But it makes, you know, like makes me feel like harvesting, you know, like he harvested. I don't know if there's like a there's a feeling of just being able to like know that the feeling of when you harvest something too is like you know you put your time and your work into it, and then you're able to then have the fruits of your labor, like, you know what I mean? And that's the feeling too I get. And also I got this card, focus your energy with unwavering faith to manifest the outcome you require. So I think it's just being patient with your growth, you know, and in a way too, you know. Oh, you grew up on a farm. Okay. It's being patient with your growth as well. I think it's like a dual message of that. Because like when he showed, you know, this, I said a basket, but it didn't have a handle as much. It was just like this, and it reminded me of those old Apple, like, wooden, baskets they'd have, like with the planks kind of like coming around, and they'd have a ribbing around it. Remind me of one of those. And I feel like just putting out there into the universe certain signs that you want to see from them, you will then receive them when you need them the most. You know, it's not always going to be, oh, okay, looking for a new job too. Yeah. Yeah, the manifest outcome you require. So, and the require really is like key, because I feel like just knowing that you're not gonna, it's not always, when you do manifest, it's not, the universe doesn't give you exactly sometimes what you picture, right? It's gonna sometimes be completely different. So I feel like, oh, you did. Oh yeah, that's right. I think I gave you a reading one other time. Yeah. Yeah, you did that because of the energy there. So yeah, the manifesting from that. Yeah. But just knowing that you're gonna get what you know, the universe does provide type thing, you know, and because really we are our creators of our own reality. So, you know, knowing that that's going to happen for you is, you know, we like truly understand that it's, you know, feel it. It will. And I feel like just meditating and just kind of just allowing yourself to, I feel like if you want to just like quiet your mind and just think of what you want your loved ones to say that are, you know, your boyfriend or your dad, I feel like, you know, you would hear them, you know. All right, Tay, thank you for coming. Appreciate you. Thank you for dealing with this mess that is Restream. I thought I had it all fixed, and then I guess I didn't. So I'm gonna have to like go into Restream now and figure out why they keep on dropping me from the thing. So yeah, lovely. So I'm sorry about that. But thank you for dealing with that. Hi, Disney fan. You're wondering, thank you for my last reading. You mentioned an American diner, which meant nothing to me, but a couple days I found myself in one. Oh, that's so funny. Well, guess it all come out. So that's funny. Okay. I know, technology. You're welcome, Tay. Okay, let's see. XZ3350. I see your message, Lou, or your question. Thank you for the follow. And you're wondering about a spiritual journey. Your spiritual journey will be successful. Okay, I will answer your question. I'm gonna in a minute, Lou, and then I will see if I already wrote you down. X75, I think it was X something, and then Heather was before that. Oh, you're gonna yeah, okay. What was your question? Yeah, can you repost your question, please? Sorry. Okay. Think go to Heather and then Lou, and then we can. Oh yeah, that's right. I had you on there. Okay. I remember the Patrick thing. Okay. All right. You're watching me in the Niners. Well, I feel very honored, Heather, and Sophie too. Oh yeah. I feel very honored, Heather. Thank you. Watching me with Niners. Okay, here we go. We'll do this. The angels and auras, and then I'll get to Sophie. I'll do some of these, and then we'll get to Sophie. And okay. Okay, let's see. I hope they're winning. I don't know if I have any Niners. Ooh, let me see. I think I might have some on my. I don't know if I have my phone. Have any on my I could tell you if I have any. I have none. Then that's when Heather's like, unfollow. Okay. You don't have any on your fantasy team? How dare you? Let's see. I have. That says. Let's see. Oh, okay. Somebody else. Okay. I don't even know if I have anybody. Don't. I don't have any Niners. You couldn't do that. That's funny. Well, I appreciate it. I don't have any. No. That's probably because I couldn't draft any of the good ones. All right. Point of view. Gratitude, assistance, guidance, understanding, Heather. Okay. Okay. I can get it to focus today. Wait. Focus on the. Okay. So that's what it is. So thank you, Rachel. Well, thanks, Sophie. That's nice of you to say. Gratitude, assistance, guidance, understanding. I think it's just I feel like lately you've been putting things into perspective, looking at all the, instead of, there's times where you feel like upset or something has happened. I feel like you do like look at I think you do that already, but there's times where now you're like really stopping yourself in, instead of reacting. I'm not saying reacting bad, in a bad way. I'm just saying just reacting, or think, if you find yourself, feel like you are going more into like, I don't know if you know you are, but I feel like you are going more into your shadow self and understanding your shadow self, like those aspects of ourselves that we always like deny and like push down. Like you're seeing things that come out and then you go, well, why am I doing that? And like, and then trying to see like the different points of view of why, like of the people around you too, and that's why you were so that you have more of a, I think it's just trying to reintegrate those parts of you and, that you've been kind of, because when we, like, if you hate it when people are rude, it's because you were told you never could be rude. And, like there's sometimes you should stand up for yourself and, speak out. So it's like, if you are always, if somebody really bothers you because they're rude and you let that like affect you a lot, then maybe there's something deeper in there that you're not speaking your mind enough, just in a good way. Right. So, that's why when somebody is like rude or speaks out, that's why you get more, I'm not saying that's exactly what's happening right now, but, it's just an example, of that. So I feel like there's this awareness that's happening when you do something affects you that you're like, why am I letting that bother me or affect me in this way? And then you look at the different points of view of it. So, you work on that. Yeah, I bet. Yeah. Like, it's like, yeah, that would, you get all walks of life there, so you get, it's like each person could, and it's hard to like, when that other person comes, you have a bad experience with somebody and not to carry that to the other person. And it's like, it's really like trying to, wipe the slate clean, because like having bad experiences, and when somebody comes up to you and says something, because it's happened so many times, not to react right away because you expect the next sentence to be something else, Yeah, you don't. Yeah, you never know. You can't until you walk in their shoes, and it is like, knowing, it's like having that feeling, but at the same time, not just because somebody's going through something, don't allow that person to like then, take advantage. It doesn't give them an easy out. Just because it's still, yeah. So it's like, I used to have that like with a relative we had, in our family, and husband would be like, well, maybe she's just, it's like, I'm like, but she treats me like crap, like, you know what I mean? It's like, but it's good to have that perspective, and you're like, or, you'd be like, maybe she's just really not feeling good about herself and all. It's like, yeah, I understand, but, it gives that, connection of awareness, but then that person doesn't even understand it, and they're reacting. So it's, unless they have the awareness of it, there's no, I mean, that's how you hold it. It's kind of hard. But I think like, like sometimes people, when they're triggered, just act like children, and they're acting from a childlike part of them. And it's hard to hold that for a lot of people when you're in that type of, like consumer business, because you have to realize a lot of times with the people that are on the road or people that they interact with they don't know, it's easy to just give that out to them because they know there's no repercussions for it. It's not like they mentally realize it. I think it's just, so it's like, it's an easy way of getting out their frustration on somebody they don't even know. I think, so, which doesn't help them. I mean, it helps in the moment for them, but not like full term, but I think I feel like it's just really hard, because to make a full clean slate for everybody when stuff happens like that, I feel like it's draining for you. And I feel like it's good to understand that you don't have to like understand everybody's circumstance, and that, and it's okay to feel frustrated about it, and to stand up for yourself. I mean, obviously you can only do so much, but I feel like it's like, in some way of just saying, like kind of neutralizing the whole situation. I think you've been think it's tiring doing that sometimes, and just, but I think because of the way you interact, and I feel like there is a coming to you by others, like how because of how you do handle those situations, different energies. It's exhausting. But I feel like you have been, like, I think there are people that come up to you and be like, you handle that so well. And I feel like they do ask for like advice, or like, hey, something is happening right now. And so that can be exhausting too, because then now you're looked at as somebody that's more of the calmer energy, and then it's hard. So I think, but you're able to do that through love and humor, and that's what this card, I feel like it's just because you follow your heart and stuff. So I feel like it's like a blessing and a curse, right, to have this. But I think it's just knowing that you're able to do it and just hold it, but don't hold it too much. Yeah, it is. Yeah. It's like it's like, it's those things that are born from pain that happen. That's why you're able to do it. I think there's like things that had happened in your past that you had to do that in your past, calm the situation, or it was, and I feel like it's a gift born from pain, so I feel like it's something that is innate in you. Yeah. And so, but it's learning to like be able to do it, but not allow it to affect you. And I feel like, that's what they're just saying. They're saying that you're starting to do that more, like really I feel like it's going to start happening where that's not going to be as draining. So, yeah. So I think that's all good, so I think it's all those, especially those shadow self things. I think that really, that those things that would really irritate you about people when you're interacting with them, knowing that about why you allow it to affect you inside. I'm not saying you're doing it outwardly to them, but you can feel it, that boiling of like, why they do, and I think it's knowing that is going to help also with the energy, pulling in their energy and that too. So I used to work at a veterinarian office, and I imagine a bunch of people with their sick pets and how they react, right? So yeah, it's draining, because it's like everybody, I want to be seen now. I'm, like, oh, this is happening. It's like, yeah, but this other dog's dying, like, come on. Like, like, I know these, it's like having, their children, right? So it's like, yeah. So yeah, you're working with a lot of raw emotion, but then you're working with a lot of people that are hungry. So that might even be worse because they get hangry, right? You don't want anybody hangry. Okay. Thank you, Heather. I love you. Thank you for coming. I hope the Niners win. So, all right. Always enjoy your presence. Thanks for coming. Okay. Let's see. Disney or Love 34. Whoever messages first. I hope I'm still on. I am. Okay. I think so Disney said, oh, Patrick. Oh, Love's here. Okay. Love. All right. Love 34, then Disney, and then we'll do Sophie, and then I'll probably have to call it a day. So, because, yeah, I meant, okay, so I'm going to put up I'm going to put it up. I'm going to put up the thing that says, I think it says it right now, right? Okay. You can follow me, and yeah, okay. So Lou is here, and then Disney, and then we'll do Sophie if she's still here. Okay. All right. Yes. Yeah, Sophie's here. Okay. So did you see my message? Oh yeah, and JD. Okay, JD. Yep. I'm sorry. Yeah, I did. Sorry. All right. So you guys, you four. All right. My spiritual journey, your spiritual journey. Okay. Let's see. I feel like I want to do Divine Masters with that question. All right. No problem, JD. Okay. You'll be last, though, JD. I'm sorry. Okay. Let's see. Michael and Faith, spiritual call. It's funny. Your spiritual journey. Spiritual calling, divine protection, breakthrough moment. So I feel like, Lou, there it is. It's your spiritual calling, breakthrough. Breakthrough moment. So I feel like you have been having things that have been happening. I feel like there's more of like just I feel like you have more of feeling of energies than anything. I was, like I feel like the energies around you. I feel like when you go into a place, you do feel like there is like something that is like affecting you. And you feel like cold or something, and you're like, is this what, and I feel like there is the feeling of, I feel like also like sometimes you just feel sad and you're like, is this the area? Is it because of this where I'm at right now? Right. And I feel like that, yeah. And I feel like that's been happening more. And I feel like those are your, I want to say your telltale signs that you are, like you are following, just follow your intuition, I guess is what they're saying. I'm feeling. And it's like, there's something about walking into rooms for you that is very something more on your, I know, like what I'm doing right now, I mean, like I could go into a room and do that, but I'm doing this. I feel like for you, it's like something about that, of walking into rooms. I don't know if there's like something that you've been thinking about doing. Okay. Like, are you feeling like there's some calling to that? Like, are you looking into like, visiting places that have like spiritual energies to them? I feel like there is more of the energy aspect to this work that you're going to deal with. I don't know why. So it says I have a, so yeah, it froze. I don't know why. It said like something. Is it, do you got it? I think it's, is there something, so what I had said is there something to this, the energy? Oh, you just joined again. Is there something to the energy of the energy aspect to it? Yeah, it says like, okay. I don't know what's going on. It says it said my, yeah, it's having issues. Sorry about that. It said my internet is unstable. I think I gotta restart me. I don't know what's going on. Let me make sure like someone's not trying to run in the background or something. Exit this. Yeah, I know. It's like doing weird stuff here. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't know why. It's all good on YouTube. Yeah, now if it's like, it's funny because like, okay, it's on. Okay. Sorry. I don't know what's going on. Like, it's the Mercury retrograde or something. Like, I have to fix, I had everything fixed. I did. All right. So, it was about energies, Lou, and I feel like there's something with the energies that you're going to be working with. That's what I'm feeling with your spiritual path, and I feel like it's just following your intuition. I feel like just really sitting with some of that. When you do feel like spirit's near, just sitting with the energy and trying to feel like, trying to feel it out, you know, like what, I don't know. Sometimes I can even feel how big it is. I don't know. Sometimes you can just, you know, it's more of a mental picture or whatever. And, yeah, I don't know if that makes sense, but I feel like you are like, just as long as you know, just stay present with yourself and well, you know, I feel like asking your guides for help. And, I feel like you have been doing all these things though. So I don't, does that make sense, Lou? Okay. Thank you. All right. Sorry for the problems. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm in trouble. In trouble today. It's not my husband messing with the feed, because he wouldn't do that to me. Husband's like, you said we were going. Yes, lots of meditation. Yeah. That's the key. It's just going and then doing, even, I don't know if you into the guided ones, but the guided meditations really are, I mean, and then, you know, because they can come through even trance. I see a lot of like trance will heighten your abilities as well if you allow yourself just to record yourself. I did it for a while. I've been wanting to do that again, where you sit in your own, you know, you sit in your own power, you center yourself, you sit in your own power, and you just kind of allow yourself to kind of, you know, and then sometimes you'll talk, sometimes you'll just sense that they want to speak, and you're just allowing them to do that. So it's like people sometimes call that channeling, but it's trance really. So, all right. Well, thank you, Lou. But you know, I feel like you're set on your way and just trusting yourself. It's good. So I said no. Then so thank you for coming. You're welcome. Disney fan asked, all right, that's funny. Everything else is going wrong on TikTok, but then also, all right. Everything was fine on there. All right. So you're posting a question. Okay. So I feel like there's just a wanting to just things. I feel like things were going kind of fast. I don't know for him. I don't know if that's what I feel like. It's just, when I say fast, I mean, I feel like there's just like all at once type thing. And, oh, you love trance. Yeah, Sophie, it's fun. I have a good trance, like a guy that I did a class with. He has beginner trance, but his name's Nico, if you go on Facebook. So I don't know. His name's Nico, Nico. He does trance. He's really good. So if you ever want, you always can message me. I can give you his info. I did it last year. He was very good at explaining things. He's a really nice guy. Okay, so Disney fan, I feel like there's just a lot of like things happening. I feel like just felt kind of overwhelmed, and a lot of things were going too fast. I feel like he's just not there's a wanting of being with somebody, but then there's also a wanting, there's like a duality to him, and just his thought process is what I'm feeling. It's just like wanting to be connected with somebody, but not, you know? So it's like, so when it became a little bit more enmeshed, it just got like he was just like, I don't know if I'm ready, you know, like, type thing. So On YouTube. Yeah. So that's why I'm getting Disney. I feel like that it's also, I feel like there's this innocence. I feel like he doesn't feel good enough as well. I feel like he doesn't feel good enough for you. I feel like he feels like you're too good of a person for him. If that makes sense. He mentioned that. Okay. Mentioned that about the other thing. Yeah. About the feeling. Yeah. I just feel like he feels like you're too good of a, I feel like there's like a not feeling like he's good enough for you. And then that inadequacy, right? It just brings him, I don't want to say like shame, but he just doesn't feel good enough. And I don't think he feels like you deserve someone better. And that's what I feel like. He feels like you deserve like a better love than he could provide right now. And that's what I'm feeling. I don't know. I feel like there's just more of, I don't know if there's like I don't have a sense of, you were asking if you get back together. I don't have a sense of, I have more of like, I feel like you're going to be like good friends. You know, I don't know, but I don't know if that's, I mean, you could be good friends and get back together. So I don't know. I just have a sense of right now, this good friends. Like, I feel like you guys didn't leave. I mean, there's heartache and heart pain, but I don't feel like you left it at in a bad way. Does that, you know what I mean? I just have a sense like when you go, it's going to be like when I feel like there's just going to be a time where you see each other and you're going to, there's time has passed and there's going to be it's amicable. Yeah. I feel like there's just going to be a time where there's times passed and you're going to be like reminiscing and showing like you're going to have a kid and he's going to see it, and be like, he's going to be like, I'm so happy for you. Like you're going to run into each other. You know what I mean? That kind of feeling. It's going to be like, that's what I feel, but so that's why I don't feel like it's going to be like you guys are going to as much get back together type thing. You know what I mean? So I don't know. That's what I feel, Disney. I'm not saying that exact thing. I think they're just showing me that in a way you guys are going to come back together, but it's going to be, when you're in different parts of your life. I think that's what they're showing. Okay, you're wondering if he suddenly pulled away, and I wonder if it was me he didn't want, or if he didn't want a girlfriend right now. Yeah, it was just, I feel like it's just like he doesn't feel, yeah, I feel like he can't love you the way you want to be loved, and he doesn't, and it's not you, it's more like in him, he doesn't feel as adequate as a person, and doesn't feel like you deserve that. So I feel that way. And I feel like you will meet up again, but I don't feel like it's to get back together. I feel it's going to be like when you're at different points in your life, you're going to meet, not like you tried to, but I don't know. I just feel like it's going to be more of like, oh, hi, and then you're going to see each other, but I just feel like that's what I feel, Disney. So I do believe he does love you, but it's just his own inadequacies of himself that he's got to work through. And I feel like he's just he can't. And it's that honesty that with himself that, which it hurts because, he does love you, but it's just, he has this, hard time with it. Did I pull a card? I don't know if you pulled a card. I didn't. Okay. I don't think I did. I'll just pull you a card and then we'll go to Sophie and then JD. Let's see. I'll pull you a card real quick. Yeah. I don't know, a call for help. It just made me think just that you're sad, you know, but you got to admit, like, to yourself that you do, there's things that he says, admit your needs on here. I feel like it's, admitting to yourself, like, there's things that, you know, in a way it was correct. There's things that you wished he would do that he wasn't, and you wish, no, he didn't. And I wish you know, things that you wished he did and he didn't. And that's what, you know, and that's not, your wishing of that wasn't because, that's not why it's because he knew already, even before that, you know, how he felt underlying, like he could not provide that way. So I feel it, you know, it's just admitting to yourself that, you know, that there's other things that you were wanting him to hold in the relationship that he couldn't, you know. Yeah. So, all right. That's just, you know, all learning about love and yourself. And I think he needs to do a lot more of learning about himself, you know, and it's always good that through your guys' time together, he was able to realize, you know, there's things I got to work on myself. And that's always a good thing to admit. And it's hard to admit, right? So, yeah. Well, thank you, Disney fan, for coming. Leave the love of spirit with you. All right, Sophie, and then JD. Sophie asked, okay, you're asking me to confirm if I'm okay to share this with solicitors as a proof of who are, yeah. Okay, I'm glad, Disney fan. Thank you. Glad that was. Okay, my birth mom and dad, Keith and Rami, are Pearl's birth mom and dad, Michelle and Keith. Well, for what I feel like all I heard was confusion. So I feel like there is a lot of confusion about what's going on. So I feel like there is a yes to a lot of those questions. I feel like there is. I think when I was thinking of the birth mom, birth dad thing, there is that. There's a lot of like moving like pieces to this. So it's like, you know, like it isn't just, you know, so I believe you have it correct with what you wrote. You know what I mean? I feel like when I was talking about medication the other day, it feels like it. No, not just because it just seems like a long while ago. I don't know why. It's only an hour ago. No reason, but I think it's because I go in these trance things. But you go to, I feel like when I was talking about it, when I said it, Alzheimer's, and I said there was a medication involved, I do believe there was medication given that might have rushed her death. You know what I mean? I don't think it was like assisted, but it was known that if you give too much, it will hurry the process. You know what I mean? I don't know. I know, like they say that about morphine sometimes. Like, you know, if you give, sometimes I think I was watching, interesting you mentioned that, the assisted suicide thing, because I was watching a whole thing about Kevorkian and his trial cases, and how even now with morphine and stuff, it's known that if you give more, it makes the process of death go faster. So I feel like that's also, you know, it's making me, I watched like that, not just recently, it was like a month ago. So I'm like, it's bringing what I know back into the equation. And I feel like that's part of it. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Feel that. Yeah. So I feel like it's like, it rushed it. And I'm not saying it like it was like Kevorkian thing where they, like, I don't know if you know about Dr. Kevorkian, but he helped assist a lot of suicides, and he was in the United States lawsuits and stuff. But I don't feel like it was like that. I do feel like that, because of, it makes me feel like the morphine, because I then researched it, because I was like, I remember Dr. Kevorkian and all this and that. It was like a month ago, like I was like, I remember this trial totally different than what they're saying here. And then I realized it's because of the way they portrayed it on media anyway. But then you go in these rabbit holes and then you find out that, nowadays what's happening with all these, like hospice and stuff, they are bringing in the, allowing more morphine to be used, and through the morphine, it's almost like assisted suicide, because the more morphine that's used, it makes the process, it does help the person not feel pain, but also go. So I'm not saying it's morphine, but I feel like that was an aspect. And yeah, I'm not feeling like, I'm trying to feel like if it was from the doctors suggesting it, or if it was more so somebody else. And I'm feeling like it was like, I feel like she was prescribed this and allowed to take it. I don't feel like it was given to her. I feel like it just, it was kind of like that. So. Oh, okay. But I feel like it was a medication given to her by the doctors. That they were told, like, because he was taking care of her. I feel like here and there. I feel like there was other people too, but I feel like I'm not. I do feel like it's not like it was like, how like you see like, oh, I'm gonna take a scoop of flour, and then you take it and it's heaping. It's like he didn't really like measure, you know what I mean? Type thing. Does that make sense? Like he wasn't like, he's like, okay, well, that's good enough, So I don't know. Like it's like when you take a scoop of something, like for coffee, you're not like doing a level scoop, you know what I mean? So legal prescription might feel the wrong dosage. Yeah. So it's like he's just being lazy. I feel like it's just like, it's like, what does it matter anyway type thing. I don't think it was like, all right, let's see if this kills her, but I feel like it was just like, just a laziness to it, if that makes sense. So it just felt like, like when you take a scoop of something, instead of making sure and measuring it correctly, it was just like, all right. Yeah. Okay. All right. But I just feel like he just is kind of fly at the seat of your pants and don't, do whatever type thing, I don't know. That kind of feeling. Like a F the world and I'll do what I want, because I know what's right. I feel like that's what he is. I feel like it has been cremated. I just feel a finality to it. I don't feel like there's any, like, I feel like it's like, that's a perfect, okay. That's just the way I felt about him, yeah. Um, I feel like when you read the cremated thing, it's like what I felt what they said is the state she's in is the state she is in. You know what I mean? That's what they said. So I feel like she has been cremated. She's in the final state. That's what they said. So I was like, okay. I feel like there's a lot of I'm gonna say okay. I feel like you want to let you know that from spirit. I feel like this is your foster mom saying this. Okay, I was supposed to be on Wednesday coming. Okay. Yeah. I feel like it's your foster mom. It's just like, I feel like she's like, don't try to center. She's just talking about centering your energy and don't allow a lot of this, to cloud your version of events, like just try to, not everything's going to be, I feel like you're going to get some answers, but also I feel like there's things that are never going to be answered or done. And yeah, she didn't want a funeral. Yeah, I remember you saying that. There's not going to be answers to certain things, and I want you to know that well, but Spirit wants you to know that's she wants you to have some peace. I mean, there, these actions by this brother are hard, but I feel like there's just a karmic thing that he's gonna be dealing with. And I don't usually like the karmic thing. I think it's just more so he's gonna learn his lessons through this, right? I feel like with you just going and saying what you need to say for the legality part of it, about the will. It's just like center your energy on certain things, right? Don't worry about as much the whole how she passed away aspect. You know what I mean? Try to stick to this one part. And that way, because there's some things that just aren't going to be able to be solved, like, because, and I feel she's just saying just your whole piece of your life, you want to have peace in your life. That's what it is. So I'll leave their love with you, Sophie. All right, JD. If you're here, I know we've had some issues. The loved ones in spirit again, or spirit guides. Sure. Okay. I do this before my husband. That's weird. What are you doing? No, he wouldn't. He's like, all right. Alrighty. I feel it. Grandmother for you. Yeah. Just a grandmother, okay. Felt a very grandmother feeling, JD. It just felt like a lot of love there. There's like a missing of your grandma recently. Like just thinking of her as there's like, I feel like, they're like a wedding anniversary. I don't know if you know her wedding anniversary, but like a wedding anniversary of something coming up. But I feel like there's also like with this card, that's what I was feeling before I picked a card. And then end of October. Okay. And I feel like healing sage, restoration, compassion, wounded healer. I feel like this is, I feel like there is like, I feel like you feel like she's part of your spirit team in a way. I'm not, like some people say your ancestors or people that pass away can't be your spirit guides, but I do believe they do provide some lessons, and the reason why they come to the earth is to go back and to also help you through things that as well. So I feel like she is part of your team. And I feel like when the healing sage and that, I feel like it's just like, just something about breathing too, like really wanting to like take in, like the sage. I feel like just, I'm not like breathing in sage. I don't do that, but I feel like it's just like breathing it in, like breathing it in and just like, like how you have the sage all around the house and then just like really having feeling the renewal of air around you after that. So, yeah, he will. Sophie. Yeah, I see. Yeah, it's a whole thing. I think that's what she was saying to you, Sophie, is like, don't be distracted. Yeah, don't let it distract you. So JD, I feel like there's that, and then I feel like also there was things that she dealt with in her life that it says a wounded healers on here too, but it makes me feel like she had some things in her life that she was dealing with. I feel like I don't want to, like, trauma. I don't know if it's like in sexual, in nature, but I feel like that's what I feel for some reason. And with her, and then there's like a wounded healer, like she was there to, like, even through all that she went through, she still was able to like be there for other people in aspects. I feel like she's there, also she's she's part of your team. I think she just has this more of understanding of things and things that have happened. So I don't know. It makes me feel like just this older, wiser, like they say, the crone, the woman, old woman in your, that's now part of your team. But, I don't know why there's something about making soup. So, but the whole restoration thing, I really think there's just like knowing that things have calmed down and just allowing yourself to feel that renewal, Your mom always made soup. Okay. Okay, your mom. Okay. Maybe that's what it is, that family hierarchy thing. It makes me really feel like because on that picture there was 3 women, maybe just in a bowl, and just made me feel like that female hierarchy of just, like generations of just of learning from each other and grow, growth. It just, I feel like you were just very, I feel like you're just very close in that way, I mean, like you have 3 women that are like around that bowl. Maybe you think of soup, It's just, yeah, you're all close, yeah. And I feel like that is that very unconditional love of support and just comfort, and just knowing, just feeling at home when you're with them is the way I feel. I feel very, when I say that, just teary-eyed, because you feel that love and that acceptance that you had or have, I mean, but I feel like it's that through that, just being able to venture off and doing what you could do, on your, you had that support there. I think there's always, like some underlying, like, hard to like break away and be your own self, sometimes too. But, I feel like I don't feel that as much for you. I feel like it was more just knowing you had that love and support. And I feel like you do now feel that in spirit. And I feel like that is them there also guiding you and helping you. Yeah, you could be, yeah. And that's so wonderful to have that love and that, be able to be that and know that you had that safety to be that, and then to venture off and, to know that, if somebody didn't accept that, then you knew what love was and is, because they were able to show you that, we love you for you. And then when you went off to, when you do interact with the world, now you could see like, well, this person doesn't really love me for me because I know what that feels like. I had that at home, and that was a true gift of acceptance. So, all right, yeah, they always knew. I'm almost done, Jay. Yeah, told you. Okay, well, I gotta go. I got a date with my husband, so. All right. Thank you, JD, for waiting. I hope, I just feel like they're just there with you all the time. And they're your cheerleaders, so. Yeah, again, the renewal. I feel like it's just like there's this something that you're going through is just like really the renewal of, just this restoration, breathing in the new part of your life too. I don't saying it's like a huge thing, but I feel like it's just another chapter's been happening. Don't worry about it. We were gonna leave it in I have 15 minutes. I've just got to throw on my dress and I'm ready. So, all right. I'll see you guys later. All right. Leave a love and spirit with you guys. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys soon. Thanks. Sorry for all the technical difficulties. I'm going to have to restream and see what's going on. So, all right. See you guys on Tuesday at 5.